Yep, nice and easy. We're done with that though.
Is it the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears. So of course, it would be helpful if I could get the rope itself not to fall out of my hands. Finish my protein shake and then we'll hit this. New name, who this? Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know me, my name is BullMuscle. For those of you who know me as Beer Battered Ag, yes, I'm going through a rebrand. This seems like a pretty good time to talk about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm a die-hard Aggie.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to chiggaroo-garem, rock tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye.
We get a little bit more all. So why can't I click all? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Nice. Alright, let's do one more bronze bar.
If you adopt the mindset, and this is a quote from Jacob Fisker of Early Retirement Extreme, if you know that guy, 10 points to you. But it's a quote that I find unbelievably poignant in today's era. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. I'm gonna repeat that. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. That's painful. But yes, my friends, pure protein, as theirs makes no difference. From raw egg whites. It's disgusting. The taste is vile, and it smells. But 100. Yeah, my poor roommate has to deal with the farts that come from this, and as you might imagine, they're not pleasant. But let me go ahead and knock this bad boy down. Oh, that's vile.
Yep, nice and easy. We're done with that though.
Is it the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't.
Welcome on in, everybody. Yeah, you can thank Severus for that. He's the one that went and made it. I think it's quite great, isn't it? How y'all doing? Welcome on in, Big Red. Welcome on in, Andrew. Hopefully y'all hear me okay. So we'll show you guys something. Here's a comp. Welcome on in, and hey, thanks for the first time chat. Saw you in the Discord earlier. Always good to have new people in here. Welcome in. Very happy to have you. Welcome on in, everybody. We'll start off. Today is our push day. It is quite warm in here, and as usual, I'm going to take this off because I like measuring the temperature in here. It's kind of fun to do. Put it over there for now because we don't need to monitor time under tension. And you. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so to put it shortly, the leg day we did yesterday was really intense, and I can feel it. It's, to put it mildly, I'm very sore from the hips down. All right, that'll be enough of that. We're back to work. EDLC expansion point in Cincy did not disappoint. Expansion pack. I don't know what that is. You have to explain that one to me. So, today I thought we would hit bench on the dumbbells for a change of pace, and shoulder press on the barbells. yeah, we are at the point of the year where these workouts are just going to be a little bit slower because of the heat. It is warm in here, to put it mildly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Ely De La Cruz got the call up. I'm not sure who that is, but I think that's a good sign. Oh, Eddie De La Cruz EDLC, got it. So how do you do? What was the final score? How many innings did he go? Just doing a couple as a warm-up. That's not a separate line, don't worry. I just thought it necessary before we hit shoulder press. I think we'll go with 175 to start. There is something nice about being able to shoulder press almost your entire body weight. I can't wait till I get to the point where I can do that. I can't yet. My max is I think 205, and I currently weigh about 210. So I'm close. Maybe if I was on a really good day, I might be able to get it once. So let's begin with some shoulder press. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bounce. We do shoulder press to bench press to shoulder press to bench press. We'll go back and forth. So music comp, thank you very much for the first time chat. And thank you very much for joining the Discord. I do appreciate that. All right. Let's see here. A little music on. Let's go for a little Thin Lizzy. Little boys are back in town. Sounds like a good split. Yeah, I think so. Today's a push day, so we're going to be doing triceps as well as shoulders and chest. That'll do. Beautiful. A little Thin Lizzy. Get started with. It's a fun place. I enjoy talking with a lot of the people in there. All right. Here we go. I'm going to do it facing away from the cam this time and then towards the cam the next time. I don't know which view is better for y'all, so speak up if you like one more than the other. 3, 4. Okay. Shoulder's a little unhappy with that. That's not ideal. Ooh, and it just popped. Whoa, that didn't feel good. We'll make it work. That did not feel good though. How long have I been working out at home? About a year. I started collecting this stuff in about this time last year, May, June 22. Then I started streaming afterwards. It's been a blast. That was 6. I don't feel like the weight is that hard at 175, but I feel like my shoulder doesn't like it. But it's been my right shoulder that's been nagging me for a while. Oh, man, it looks like the roommate's home. Let's go find out. I mean, she was steaming. All right, let's hit this. Just
face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't want to know, forget her. She's back in town. 2, 3, 4.
Come on. I actually pinched my nipple as it came down. One of the plates slid a little bit. That actually really hurt.
Ow.
Ow. See you in a few. All right, good to see you, Big Red. See you in a little while.
Right in the tip.
And if the boys are gonna fight, you better let them. Throw them in the fridge.
Yep.
Boys are here again. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Spread the word around. The boys are back in town. I might do it. Deciding whether or not I'll do 3 or 4 sets on that. Not sure yet. This bar's starting to rust up in the center. I need another song. Let's go with let's go a little Street of Dreams, have a little rainbow. Man, these people are busy doing other shit right now. Small crowd. That's alright, we'll enjoy it either way. One, two, three, yep. About a 7. Final Fantasy VII was Rebirth was introduced, huh? Interesting. I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy. Get you on that work alert, I feel ya. The people will come. I'm not overly worried about it. But it's still a mystery. Do you remember me?
On the street of dreams, running through my memory. A distant memory, so good, like we never part. Said to myself. All right, here we go. Oh. Come on! Yes, sir. Early 2024. I suppose that'll be something to look forward to then. That was tough. Some things come over me, and I don't know what to feel. I'm gonna do a fourth set of this. But it's still a mystery. Do you remember me? So guys, facing the camera or facing away from the camera? Which is better to watch for shoulder press? My friend, to be, I think while we're recovering, I'm gonna get skull crushers set up. Is either better in case you need the rack to catch the bar. That won't happen with a shoulder press. This isn't at a heavy enough weight to have to worry about dropping it here. So it doesn't really matter either way on that front, but good thinking. Like where your head's at. There we go. All right. Hey, good to see you, Metal. And Kareem, always love you two being in the chat. Two regulars, two of my longest time supporters. Love to see it. I'm doing okay. That reminds me. We'll do one more set. I'm gonna show you guys. I've been busy in here. You can't tell from this angle, but you'll see in the next one. I think what I'm gonna do is face you guys. Looking fly, senpai, I appreciate that. Got a little rush going now. And there are more mosquitoes in here. Hey, got a new follow. Mitch J221. Thank you very much, man. This is 175 if you were wondering. Oh, the misfits so alone. Subdivisions. 2, 3, 4. Not bad. All right, I think we will go down weight a bit there. So, then you're tall, thank you, 6'3". Guess your mohawk looks way better than how it looks out front some. It's funny, I've had people say it looks worse, but I agree with you. I think it looks better, kind of sticking up almost like a plume. So here's what I've been up to. Check it out. I have been doing some major cleaning. Everything's all organized, all my automotive stuff, bike and electric parts, hardware, the flag I'm gonna put up, the wall bag I'm gonna put up, and everything else here. The shorts, it really gives your body a good look. Well, look, I know a lot of people have commentary about my shorts and what I wear on stream. Please remember, I live in the deep south, and it's summertime here, so it's quite hot and quite humid. So what I wear for practical reasons. All right. I got another set coming. 2, 3. Oh. God, that's so sore. Oh, my legs are killing me from yesterday. One, two. Come on. Oh, yes. Third set of 15. All right. Tall, buff, handsome, smart. I appreciate that. So, herein, y'all saw the Palmetto flag just a moment ago, in case you didn't. Here in wonderful, beautiful South Carolina, we are mostly unaffected by the Canadian wildfires. The air quality today was a little bit yesterday was a little bit hazy, but it also rained some, so it's pretty good. It's not perfect. It's a little bit below average, but it's tolerable here. My condolences to those living in the Northeast, because that's not so fun. All right, so let's take a look at the weather real quick. Yeah, air quality is fair. Currently 82 degrees ambient with a real feel of 99. 85% humidity. South Carolina moment right there.
Yeah, air quality is a little bit low relative to the way it normally is. Because I live in a rural area, air quality is usually quite good. And the watch is saying 87 in here. I believe that since my roommate's car is parked and it's putting off heat. Let's carry on. And I'm also giving off heat. 87 seems about right in here. That's just an unfortunate reality of working and streaming in here in the summer. It's just, you just have to get used to the heat. You just can't go as fast as you would if you in an air-conditioned gym. But it's good to get thermal acclimation, thermal resistance, which this does very well, I might add. Do you ever do squat workouts because you love them really good for having not doing any squat? I did squats yesterday. That's why I said earlier that everything below my hips is in a massive amount of pain right now. Oh, squat is the king of exercise workouts. John Deeds, welcome in. And Mitch J, Missouri, the air is fine. That's good to know, you out in the Midwest. Missouri's a fine state as long as it doesn't attempt to be Southern. Actually, I take that back. Missouri is a schizo state, man. Half of y'all are Southern and half of y'all ain't. Either way, Mizzou should not be in the Big Ten. It's a perfect chest. Yeah, chest is probably my strong suit. We're doing push today, so it looks even better. Thank you, John. I appreciate it quite a lot. Let's see what else we got here. Let's get a little bit more music going. Get a little more 80s stuff. Start loading up the curling bar so we can do skull crushers. Mizzou sucks. I'm guessing that means you live somewhere around Kansas City, and you're a Kansas or K-State fan. In which case, good question, Capra. Let me do a set and I'll answer that. Like 30 minutes from Cola, or Como, excuse me, Cola, South Carolina. Now let's do another set. This is 155. That's good. Strong on the shoulders today. Sore, but strong. Shout is my favorite Tears for Fears song. I don't like Everybody Wants to Rule the World. You know, it's just kind of cheesy. Right now I'm listening to hair metal though, so I shouldn't be able to judge. Hair metal's cheesy as it comes. Good love is all you need. Oh, back itch. Ah. Yeah, Columbia, Missouri. I got a couple buds who go there. I just like mercilessly ripping on them for being very obviously the one school in the SEC that isn't Southern. Like, what was that? Did y'all hear that? Depeche Mode, Tears for Fears. I like a lot of those new wave acts. Depeche Mode and Tears for Fears wouldn't be at the top of my list, but they're good. When it comes to new wave, I think My favorites would probably be the Police, probably Talking Heads. Those two are probably above the rest. I like the Police a lot. They're pretty good. Hey, John Dietz, thank you for the 1 bit. Every penny counts. Do watching you pound on my way to the gym. Kick ass, bro. That's what we love to hear. Make good decisions. Okay, yeah, I can definitely tell temperature's elevated in here. So I'm drinking a lot of this water and it's coming right back out. I'm sweating a lot. I'm only gonna start sweating more. All right, so we got dumbbell bench coming up next. We got one more set of these, so we need to hit it. But yeah, no, like Matt Mitchell on YouTube will just constantly rip on Mizzou for not being in the South. And it looks like he's gonna do the same thing to Oklahoma, and I can't wait. But just as an Aggie, it's funny to me how, you know, we were kind of accepted into the SEC because we're just nutty enough to fit in. Like, we're a bunch of lunatics. We are absolutely rabid enough to kind of work in the SEC. I feel like Mizzou is a Big Ten school masquerading. Really what Mizzou is a Big 12 school. Because, I'm sorry, the border war is such an underrated rivalry. Mizzou versus Kansas needs to come back. That's such a good game. Doesn't matter what the records are. The border war is one of the most underrated rivalries in college football. People don't know how serious they take it out there. It's a great game. And that's regardless of whether or not it's in Columbia or Lawrence. It's good either way. All right. And thanks again for the follow there, Mitch. Here we go. 3, 4. Come on, you gotta hit this good. Come on! All right. Oh. Ha ha ha. That's right, Lodestar. I live in the South, and it's hot. Let's check one more time. It's cooled off down to 86 in here now. That is 30 degrees C. So yes, I'm shirtless. Yeah. This garage does not have air conditioning. So, if you're wondering why I'm shirtless, why I dress the way I do in here, that's why. It's because I live in the deep South and it's very hot. Well, to be honest, 86 is just warm, but in July and August, it will be in the 90s. I got one box fan, that's it. There's that box fan right there is it. And whatever little input the box fan gives me, I have my roommate's electric car sitting there pouring out heat. So, this is challenge mode for sure. You were confident in your body? No, it's purely for practical reasons. I'm radiating heat right now.
It's hot, man. It's... All right. Soon on this side. This is going to be shoulder press, but from behind the neck. Ah. All right. Let's do some skull crushers. How's your shoulder feeling? Pretty good. Well, hot is as hot does, I suppose. Shoulders feeling good. Just took a little while to get into the flow. By the way, I see we got more than 15 people in here. It means y'all have earned an 8-ounce raw egg white chug after the broadcast. Sorry, after the lift, not the broadcast. Ugh. That did not feel good. I crushed something unmentionable. Ah! Ouch. Yeah. No, I get you. I think it was just, I hadn't warmed it up as much as I should have before diving into 175. It's all right. Okay, so we're gonna do, I think, one more set of shoulder press. We'll hit a couple more sets of skull crushers. Set this up for triceps extensions. Do shoulder flies, then move to incline. So we're gonna move to extensions. We're gonna want 40. There we go. I'm gonna go to Mizzou next year since it's close. I have a sling on. It'll be 4 months of music, but I don't really care about the sports programs because they suck. I mean, I'm a Texas A&M fan. We suck too, but I try to care less than I do. I would say is get into the culture and make friends through that. Enjoy the things that are unique to your university, regardless of your sports success. Again, there's a reason they call A&M a cult, and it has nothing to do with us being good on the field, because most of the time we're not. Oh, something in my nose. Oh. Oh, gross. Gnat flew in it. Yep, South Carolina problems. That's disgusting. Well, hey, if you're going into music, what do you want to do with that degree? We talk about financial independence and all sorts of other good things on this program too. So if you'd like to talk about that, I'd love to hear your perspective on what you want to do with your music degree, what your plan is. Oh. What's in this? Oh. Ooh, yeah. That feels way better than you'd think it does. All right. So what I noticed is for behind the grip or behind the neck shoulder press, I typically will go with a wider grip because it fits a little bit better. It's a little bit less awkward. Just a side note. I should have gone for another rep there. Oh well. Vocal coach, already have a mentor as a YouTuber. Cool, man. So does that mean you're gonna want to be in like a choir or something when you graduate? I love music majors, hardest working college students ever. Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on that as an engineer. No. Try again. Look, the hardest working majors are not engineers, actually. We're the second hardest. The med students take it to a whole nother level. No, you haven't seen guys putting in work until you check out the med students. They're insane. They're going into much higher debt for their degree than any of us. You want to become a doctor in this country, it's so hard. Oh, here we go. And if that was sarcasm, then yeah, you got me. Come on. Med students are post-bachelors. Well, I guess I thought you were just talking about, in college in general. No, pre-med isn't nearly as hard as med school, but I thought we were talking about any college. And that, we'll say here at A&M, when I went to A&M, the hardest degree in terms of just how ruthlessly competitive it was and how hard the kids were working, might have been petroleum engineering. But that makes sense. We're usually #1 in petroleum engineering, both for undergrad and grad school. Oil and gas powers Aggie land. It's just how it's always been. Went to a different college for business before you were into music, so I had to start. Oh, so you're gonna start a vocal coaching business? Dude, that's so cool. That is really cool. I love that. I think that's a fantastic idea. I wish you all the success in the world on that. That's fantastic. You want to start your own business around vocal coaching. I think that's terrific. Why did I do that? I'm not very smart today. I should have kept those on. That was dumb. That was really stupid. Oh well. Oh. Alright, so I've done 2 sets of skull crushers, 4 sets of chest. Okay, so I have a 3rd set to go on this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I also need to do shoulder flies. Right. All right, well then I got a question for you, Mr. Vocalist, or Mr. Vocal Coach to be. Come on. Who is the greatest? Hang on. Who's the greatest rock and roll vocalist of them all? For me, one of my favorites has probably always been Chris Cornell. The vocal range that dude had, Freddie Mercury would be another. Those two really had an incredible range. Ozzy is very distinctive in the same way that Robert Plant is distinctive. But I'm not convinced the vocal range for Ozzy was quite as good as Chris Cornell or Freddie Mercury. Ronnie James Dio had a great voice. Just about to say Freddie? Yeah. Freddie was pretty incredible. So I was stupid and took these weights off when I shouldn't have, so I'm putting them back on now. Another one, maybe I just really like her voice, would be Grace Slick of Jefferson Airplane, and then Starship. I don't know if she was better than those, but I really enjoy listening to her. Queensryche is good. Another one I think people don't rate as high as they should is Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. You go back and listen to some of the, you know what, go listen to Child in Time by Deep Purple. That's a really good example of just how wild those vocals can get. Jefferson Airplane was great. Starship was less great. Jefferson Starship was good. Starship itself was not, for the most part. We Built This City is a bad song, but there were some other songs in it that were pretty decent. Yeah, I like Deep Purple a lot. I believe Nick Box was the singer of Uriah Heep, another underrated one. Jim calls you? All right, good to see you, Deeds. Oh, here you go. Thanks for the bits, my guy. Oh. Ooh. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I set that down on my pelvis, and that did not feel good. That's gonna leave a bruise. The only thing that sucks about doing skull crushers is, unless you want to rack it on the bar, and that causes its own problems. So, Dimash? I don't know that. I don't know who that is. But that's one hell of a range. All right. By the way, if we hit 30 people in chat, keep an eye on that, because y'all earn handstand push-ups if we do. All right. All right. Next up, we have incline. Hey, Director, good to see you. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna walk 195 for this. So we'll set that up. Another couple other vocalists I really like. Both David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. I think made Van Halen good in their own way. Speaks 13 languages and sings in 16? Dude, that's wild. Obviously though, the greatest singer of all time was clearly Lemmy from Motorhead. You can just hear the vocal changes. They're just perfect. Obviously, little sarcasm there. Motorhead is fantastic, but Lemmy is, he does one thing really, really well. All right, fine. 3 things. Sings like a fucking, drunk bastard, drinks like a drunk bastard, and fucks like a drunk bastard. Hey. All right, no, that's 21, not 31. Let's get a little Symphony of Destruction going, a little Megadeth. Good to see you, Direct. Yeah, we'll hit triceps extensions. Dimash is alive as well. All right, let's check him out. Not this moment. I'm a little bit. I gotta go with my more reliable tunes for music, unless someone suggests something or pays the channel points to make me listen to something on stream. Just because I need something keep me moving through this workout. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swaying to the symphony of destruction. By the way, Dave Mustaine sounds like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead, and once you hear it, you can't unhear it. You're welcome. All right. Goonies versus E.T. All right. I guess we got that coming up next after Megadeth ends. We're rolling pretty well here. Let's see, we've got 4 sets of chest done, 4 sets of tries, and 9 sets of shoulders. So we're almost done with shoulders. Just like the pipe. Holy moly. Concert sold out in 2 seconds. This guy's a real deal, ain't he? Cool. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets. All right, 10 sets of shoulders down. So we're gonna over bias this workout towards shoulders a bit, just naturally. That's okay. So Goonies versus E.T. No, I don't want the Goonies video game. Run the jewels, Goonies versus E.T. Thank you. Before I start this, I need a towel off. Just as close to my age to him naturally. I wouldn't say that. I'd just say we don't know about him. Maybe he's not as famous as you say he is. At least not here in the US. This is the first time I've ever heard of this person. Doesn't mean I'm close-minded to listening to him, it just means I haven't heard of him. All right. It's pretty good. This is actually good flow. Yeah, it's putting bars down. I think that's it for the curl bar. I don't know, I'm trying to put what I say into words. I get you. I'll give it a look. All right. So we got 10 sets of shoulders done, 6 sets of tries, 4 sets of bench. So 2/3 of the way through the workout. Dude, this is solid. Run the jewels spitting bars out here. Beat's good too. Oh, I think that's it. That's just solid. That's a good banger. I don't mind a little bit of hip hop when I'm lifting too. Let's see here. Let's go for, ooh, yeah, a little Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Okay, so this is 195 pounds. Shouldn't have any issues with this really. Got my shorts are dirty as shit. Oh well. No. They say he's got to go. Come on. I'm so covered in sweat that I'm sliding down the bench. There's not much I can do about it. There goes Tokyo. No Godzilla. All right. There we go. Have a towel you can put on the bench? Yeah. That's what, well, I just toweled it off. It should be better. Let's put incline here. Let's see, what last time I did. All right, nice. We'll do 2 sets of Arnold press. History shows a king. Folly of man. Godzilla. I don't know all the lyrics to Godzilla, sorry. Shit, I'm gonna need another song for this. Let's do Crazy World by the Scorpions. Godzilla. Alright, come on. Strong like bull. Strong like bull. Damn it. Slipping. Yeah, I had to do something else. I'm just covered in too much sweat. I'll use the towel next time. Give me a little bit more traction. That'll work. Spend your dollars in rubles. Buy a piece of the wall. Fill it up in your backyard. I'm so sick of it all. Down to the city, doing 155. Better late than never. I'm more dead than alive. Oh man, I'm tired. This heat's starting to get to me. It's starting to cool off in here, I feel like, a little bit. No, still 86. Alright, we got 2 more sets of this. We're gonna have a couple sets of close bench, a couple sets of Arnold press, and then finish out with some chest flies. I don't wanna think about it. I wish it could be worlds away. You know, the more I think about it, the more I feel we need to change. So a lot of the songs from the late 80s about nuclear arms race and the weapons buildup between the you know, Soviets and the Americans hits home pretty deep for me. For those of you who have been around a while, you know why this is. New people, if you want to figure it out, I can explain. That's up to you. Perfect. This should work. Damn. I want more than 7, but my body's not giving it to me today. It's been another hard day. Bust my balls for the tax man. So what else can I say? We spent our money on missiles for the Third World War. Now they're stacked in my backyard. We don't need them no more. Again, this one is got a special meaning to me. What's wild is we still have way too many of them stacked in our backyards. And yet, compared to the peak, it's a whole lot smaller. It is genuinely remarkable, one might even call it divine providence, that we exist in this world with only 2 nuclear bombs ever having been dropped on a human population, or a major human population anyway. The sheer volume of nuclear weapons we had in the 60s was insane. And somehow, compared to what the Soviets had in the 80s, it wasn't that big. Speaking of, let's do one more Megadeth little piece cells. All right, so we're gonna do Arnold press here. So what is an Arnold press? An Arnold press is an advanced, slightly more advanced version of the shoulder press where you start underhand and you move to overhand. I find that the rotation gives it a slight better completeness. Makes me slow down too. I go short when I have to. What do you mean I can't get to work on time? Got nothing better to do. It has only 8. Wanted more than that. Try for a 9th rep next time. Damn. What do you mean I couldn't be president of the United States of America? Tell me something. It's still we, the people, right? If there's a new way, I'll be the first in line. But it better work this time. put a price on peace. Damn it! I wanted 7. I'm shot. That sucks. Alright, so I'm going to lower this to get to the bench level. We're going to hit closer. One of the nice things about being pretty good on squat is you can just casually do that instead of unracking and re-racking and all that other jazz. It takes time. It's a nice little shortcut. A little best of both worlds, little Van Halen 5150. All right, so we got 11 sets of shoulders done, 8 sets of chest done, and 6 sets of tries. So that's 6, 14, 25. So we got 5 more sets to go. So that's going to be 1 set of Arnold press, 3 sets of close grip, and 1 set of chest flies. Yeah, these shorts are absolutely filthy. Look at this. You see the brown on them? This is from all the rust and dirt. And then out in a sec, I wanted to ask why you chose to study mechanical engineering, inspiration or goals about it. So the reason I chose to study mechanical engineering has nothing to do with my passion. Follow your passion is one of the dumbest pieces of advice you can take. I chose mechanical engineering because I was good at math, I liked cars and trains, and these always kind of make me feel, kind of make my ears feel funny after putting them in for a while. But I was good at the skills necessary to become a mechanical engineer, and I knew after studying return on investment rates and employment statistics that mechanical engineering is going to be the best combination of stuff I could tolerate and stuff that would pay well coming out of college. You should not go to college unless you've done a return on investment calculation for the degree you intend to get. I do mean that. It is a decision you are choosing to make, quite a consequential one. What you choose to study should be able to pay for itself, and if it doesn't, re-examine your priorities immediately. You know, that's not to say that there aren't a million different ways you can make a living, but in my opinion, if you are studying a degree in which the only career path is teaching that degree, you might want to pick another degree, at least pick another major. You can minor in that, but what's far more important than that is making sure that you're setting yourself up for success in your 20s and 30s. 4 years of college, especially if you just use it partying, is not going to be fucking worth it. So why I chose mechanical engineering
engineering, I could tolerate it and it paid well. That's perhaps the slightly unsexy answer, but it's the truth. Good practical way to look at it. Math is fun. Again, it pays pretty well. That's the thing. To be honest, for a mechanical engineering student from the school I went to and the career experience and credentials I have, I'm actually somewhat underpaid. But I live in such a low cost of living area that it doesn't matter. I live like a king around here, and I don't need a lot of money to do that. All right, let's hit this. Yes. Oh, both words. Nice. All right. Yeah, that's sort of the thing that I think people who say, "Oh, follow your passions," don't understand is that college is a 4-year decision. You have the rest of your life to follow your passions, especially if they're not very profitable. You have 4 years to set yourself up in such a way that you're able to survive and thrive after you come out of schooling. You got to use those 4 years wisely. I would like to think that I did. All right. Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a purely practical decision. And this is the nice thing, right? If I'm going to go study underwater basket weaving now, I can audit a course, I can take it from a community college, or better still, when I'm financially independent in a couple of years, I'll go do it then, because I don't need to worry about what it's going to return. But compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it will become a master of it. He who fails to understand it will become a slave to it. So if you spend your 20s busting ass, working hard, saving money, that will mean you are going to free yourself permanently in your 50s and 60s if you invest it with any sense of, basic aptitude. So, yeah. It stinks that we don't put more money into basic research, and most PhDs are international students. So, PhDs and research. The trouble with research is that it's inherently not cost optimized. And what I mean by that is that for every one hit you get in research, you're going to get 1,000 dead ends. Now, the solutions, those gold eureka moments, are worth a fortune, but you have to understand it's not always going to happen. Okay, so we got 3 sets of close grip. Let's hit this. It's temperature in here now. It's still 86. It's not going to get cooler. Yeah, when you go off to study for school, make sure you're understanding what you're signing yourself up for. You'd be foolish not to consider the economic costs and benefits of the decisions you make, and that's one of the biggest decisions you make in your life. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm sore. Just gonna have to do the best I can here. Good. my shoulder did not really care for that. I'm gonna go down weight. That's not safe. Let's try 175. Always one more. Hey, Band-Aid Toe, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Hey, and I see we just hit 30. That means you'll have earned handstand push-ups at the end of the workout. Congratulations. Just trying to please you all the time. We're gonna be left in the dust if we don't have brains. Very wealthy people are working to dumb us down and fatten us up. No, they're not. No, they're not. We continue to attract the best and the brightest all across the world for a reason, man. Don't be such a doomer. Things ain't that bad. There is no international conspiracy to make the rest of us stupid. It's just profitable. So it's a total byproduct. Not to mention, we have never lived in a time where more quality information has been available to us. You know, it's easy to go back and say, oh, there's so much crap out on the internet. Yeah, but you can, with a 5-inch device in your pocket, access more information than anyone could have in the finest universities in the land 50 years ago. It's wild. The future is a lot brighter than people tend to think it is. This is one where I get a lot of this. I get a lot of this doomerism. I don't know where it comes from. I don't understand it, frankly. Humans are fairly ingenious creatures when we have to be. We're also pretty good about looking out for each other when we have to. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. That's 9. But no one does. They access information that feeds their confirmation bias. Well, I would say that's not necessarily true. Yes, biases do exist, and you have to be cognizant of them. But I'm not tooting my own horn here. Once you're aware of your biases, there's a lot less they can do to damage you. The key is to realize that your opinions should not define your personality. This is why I abhor identity politics, because who you are is not a summation of the beliefs you hold. Rather, it is a summation of the decisions you make based on those beliefs and your actions thereof. We never lived in a time where people ignored so much information to jump to random and uninformed opinions. People, and first off, Farm DMPRH, welcome. Love first time chat. But I disagree with that as well. The opinions people had from, decades or centuries ago was based on whatever limited access to media they had at the time, for the most part. And those same biases existed back then in the same way that they do now. Now, is there a potential, right, there's the old saying, a lie spreads around the world in the time it takes for the truth to tie its shoes. But the point remains is, we've become more diametric. If by diametric you mean like polarized, yes, that's true. And it's something that I'm hoping we continue to work on finding solutions for. I think everybody pretty much everybody has something useful to say or something useful to bring to the table based off of their experiences. And those experiences are what generally inform people's beliefs. Which is why, I don't know, this is why I hate to always tie it back to politics, but like I'm a centrist for a reason. I've been fairly far to the left and fairly far to the right before, at least in the American political spectrum, which is more than one-dimensional, but I've been both left and right on both of those axes as well. The point being that I think try your best to do the best you can every day. Focus on what you can control and block out a lot of the excess noise. That's a big one for me. Is try not to get consumed by the news cycle too much. Because ultimately, a lot of that news is just a product people are trying to sell to you. It just feels like some people are determined to ignore data. Oh, for sure, for sure. There are people who have agendas or who have, who will deliberately try to be willfully ignorant on stuff. And those people, it's tough to come through to them, but you always got to continue to try. I think it's just important to listen to, I try my best to listen to a broad spectrum of different opinions. I have favored media sources just like everyone else does, but in general, I'll look at an article with a right-wing bias about as often as I'll look at one with a left-wing bias. There are some sites that I consider, regardless of political bent, better than others, but ultimately, the best way to do it is recognize that you can't know everything. Recognize that it's always going to be a continuous improvement to try and learn, and that you should never give up learning, but that so long as you keep an open mind, you're going to do okay. I guess that's the best way I'd put it. All right, let's hit this for another set. This is the last set. Last set of close grip. Then we have one set of chest flies, then we're done. Ugh. Then after that, we'll do some handstand push-ups, so stick around. Another day. Well, Right Now by Van Halen. Grimy, butt came off. Oh well, good enough. Last set. Right now, come on, it's everything right now. Do it right here and now. It means everything. Miss the beat, lose the rhythm. By the way, I'm loving this conversation. I've really been enjoying talking to y'all about this. Farm D, RPH, I'm glad you showed up. Seems like you're the kind of person who's got a lot of interesting stuff to say. So thank you for that. Can't listen to that song after they used it in the truck commercial. See, Like a Rock by Bob Seger is also a great song. But yeah, Chevy used it in a truck commercial. It sucks, but whatever. Same thing with Start Me Up. I think Ford used that. It's still a banger. Although, I think you're right. I'm going to switch to a different Van Halen song. This one ain't quite doing it for me. The last song. I think I'm going to go with Humans Being. Which is such an underrated track that a lot of people don't know about from Van Halen because it was released right at the end of the Hagar era. It's fantastic. It's one of their best. Bum, I'm an idiot. That really hurt. Ah. I gouged my fucking chin. I'm not smart. Come on. 2. 10. 11. 14. 16. 17. 18. Come on. Shadow, shadow. Ah, 20. Oh, that'll do it. All right. Yeah, it's leaving a nice little bruise. It's not to like about lifting and fire. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Only less than 2 years away now. About 23 months. Yeah, it's leaving a mark. Yeah, it's bleeding a little bit. Oh well. All right. Take our phone, put that in here, if it'll go. Watch back on. Still 86 in here. That's 30 degrees C for any of my international audience. It's quite warm. Like 10 years of this life. Yeah. Actually, did I do? I think I did 10. Yeah. No, that's the thing. My goal ever since I graduated college has been to be able to retire before I turn 30. Now, anyone will tell you that takes some doing, but I didn't get a giant inheritance. I didn't get any real special treatment. Just made good decisions. Kept my cost of living low. That's the biggest part of it. So yeah, for those of you who weren't here earlier, I have extensively reorganized my workbench, so that's what it looks like there. But yeah, this thing behind me is my roommate's car. When it's plugged in, as electric cars do, it tries to regulate its battery, which means it puts out heat, which means it stays very warm in here all the time. Which is nice in January, not so great in June. But yeah, no, the financial independence thing is gonna happen, and I've got so much planned. But in the meantime, doing this, sharing my journey with you, helping you guys, along the way, hopefully, if things go well, it's just the best, most fun thing in the world to me. I really do love it. So here's what we're gonna do next. It's hard when I did 8 years of university and 6 figures of debt. Ouchie. So I did not graduate with a ton of student loan debt. The reason I didn't is because I went to a relatively affordable, in-state school, Texas A&M. Now I will say there is some privilege here. I will be fully honest. I got a slight break here. Everyone does. Because my father served in the U.S. Air Force, the state of Texas is very gracious towards its GIs and offers substantially reduced tuition for service members and their families. I did get to take advantage of this. Yeah, are you a pharmacist? With that name, that's a good question. I would have to imagine.
New tree.
Cool. I'm still alive.
I know.
I had no debt from the undergrad, just all professional school. But, pharmacists do make pretty good coin, so I would imagine you're gonna be able to pay it off at least, hopefully, pretty quickly. I'd like to think so. For your sake, I'm hoping so. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit handstand push-ups. Just always really a pain in the ass on pull day or push day. I'll try and do as many as I can, but don't expect a ton from me, especially as we have heavy shoulders today. Then we're gonna go and knock down our raw egg whites. Then we're gonna get our protein game on. Then we'll come back here, stretch, relax, and yeah, we'll chill for the evening. So, handstand push-up hype time. Thank you very much, cat bro. Let's dab you in here. Gott in Himmel. I am very sore. Oh, that hurts. Oh, Lord. There we go. That should do. The sun is just at the perfect angle to make this a terrible way to... That'll have to. That's much better. Oh. Okay. Give me just a moment and we'll hit these. I'm definitely feeling it. Yeah, today was pretty productive for me. I got quite a lot done. It was nice. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, handstand push-up time. So if you like this and you like what I do, please consider checking out the Discord. You can get there by typing in !Discord on the chat page, or you can look at the link on my sidebar. Oh, come on. Just give me a couple. You got this. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. That's all I got today. I'm really shot up from the shoulder press. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I normally do more, but that ain't happening. Ugh. Okay. Let's move on to protein powder. Yeah, I'm pretty deep. Alrighty. Got myself. Herculean effort nonetheless. Well, I appreciate that. Typically I can get, usually the way it works is on leg days or on push day or pull days I can get like 8 to 10. And then on pull day or on push days I'm usually down to like 5 or 6. Today 3. So not ideal. It's alright, you have bad times. So these are raw egg whites. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, you already know why I'm doing this. For those of you who are not, the macros are God tier. That's why. Here we go. Oh, God, that's so gross. I always hate that. All right, let's get our protein on. We'll stretch out. And we'll enter the Q&A section. So, first things first. 1 scoop. 2 scoop. 3 scoop. 4 scoop. That's peanut protein. Basic creatine monohydrate. Feel like I've been slacking on this. Normally I'm supposed to get some every day, but do 1 scoop. We'll go ahead and put a second in there. Very nice. go 1 scoop. We'll go 2 scoop. And that's protein powder. Pretty basic stuff. I don't use steroids or anything like that. I can't due to the nature of my job. So this is all natty. These are just normal supplements you could buy at Costco or Amazon or GNC or wherever your preferred place to shop is. Aldi. Doesn't really matter. All right. Shake, 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 shake. What would happen if you needed TRT? Is that testosterone replacement? I think I'd probably have to let my employer know, which is kind of humiliating in and of itself, frankly. Shouldn't be, because it's not something you can control, therefore you shouldn't get judged for it, but were it to happen, I would need to communicate it with my employer so that way they understand if I get blood tested, that's what's going to show up. I think in situations of actual medical need you can do it, but like if I wanted to go on gear just to get stronger, now I get fired for that. Even if the state, I can't use CBD either. CBD is 100% legal in the United States, including here in South Carolina. I can't even have it on my possession. Yeah, and my industry is a bit backward when it comes to that. It's just how nuclear is. Yeah, I know. It sucks. But thankfully, 692 days, and I don't have to worry about that. Delta 8? Hell no. Nope. Delta 8 won't go either. And they test fairly regularly, so I can't do it. It is what it is. There we go. Sorry about this. There we go. But yeah, I can't do Delta 8, can't do CBD, certainly can't do cannabis. Obviously, alcohol and tobacco, they have to let us do. Tobacco, very much around here is socially, I would say, a bit more accepted than where the rest of the country is, but that's because South Carolina is a historical tobacco producing state. Bougie Bones, thank you very much for the first time chat and welcome. Good to have you. Pretty sure THC is lipophilic and use THC oil to sleep. I worry about what happens as I lose weight. So yes, THC is stored in fat cells. What it may find is that if you have fewer fat cells, perhaps what this means is that your tolerance may change. You might get slightly lower tolerance, which seems pretty good. I mean, that seems to me like you'd have to use less to get the same result. Sounds like a win-win to me. Hey, what's up, Tech Show? Good to see you. I'm not a don't quote me on that, I would say. Oh, let me get the light on. How's RuneScape been going though? Not bad. I haven't really had a ton of time to play. Got a little bit of time to skill today just because like skilling is kind of grindy and it's not something that's that interesting. So my plan is on Sunday, I do get to do a rest day RuneScape stream on Sunday. I'm gonna have 3 hours to play. And I'm gonna want to do, I think the goal is we're gonna do a bunch of questing. I have a clue scroll, so maybe I'll hit a clue scroll. Don't quote me on that. BullMuscle, very nice. Me neither, especially with Diablo 4 coming out. Yeah, Diablo 4 looks baller as hell. I remember a long time ago playing Diablo 2, and that game was really fun. I don't need a second addictive MMO to start up right now, so we're pacing ourselves, okay? One really addictive MMO at a time, please. Whew. I want to play I want to play Diablo 4 pretty bad. I mean, I'm thinking it'll be pretty good. So I think we're gonna do a little stretching now, and then we'll do a little Q&A, and we'll go from there. Sound pretty good? All right. Let's start with a little toe touch. Bring the camera down a bit. That's more like it. Oh my God. Oh, okay, that's painful. All right, we're gonna do the splits. I did front view yesterday, so y'all getting back view today. I never know which one y'all like more, so if you have an opinion, it'd be a good thing to do. Also, I am sick of how gritty floor feels. I need to actually, like, legit, I need to mop and sweep. This is driving me crazy, so we're just gonna pardon the housekeeping for a moment. This needs to happen. I'm tired of this. Much better. That shit was driving me nuts. I love my RoboVac with all my cats. Oh, yeah, if you have animals, it's just like almost impossible. I've been thinking about getting the Aruba or something like that. The trouble is, this is, you know, this hardwood floor. Vacuums never seem to do as good as just plain old-fashioned sweeping. Especially with that big old janitor's broom I've got. That thing sweeps up. I can sweep up a room pretty quickly with that. Get most everything. It's good enough. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're not going quite as deep today. Yeah, that's gonna be it for that. I am super tight and really sore. Oh, from yesterday's leg workout. And I'm just, oh, God. Feeling that tremendously. I am, incredibly sore. Socks would assist this exercise. Yeah, usually I have socks on. I just didn't this time. Hardwood is goat. I mean, these aren't actual hardwood floors, it's vinyl, because this house was built in the 50s and renovated in the 70s, and so the interior of this house has a very 1970s vibe, which I actually don't mind at all, but, you know, yeah. Got the dogs out. Assume that means you're a dog person. Given the choice between cats and dogs, I would pick neither first. I'd pick dogs second. If I was gonna pick a dog, I'd want one that's strong, I'd want one that's loyal, and I'd want the one that kind of fits my personality. For me, I think a Rottweiler would be the one. Actually, that's a good question. What dog do y'all think would fit my personality? And if the answer is a cat, get out. No, I'm fucking with you. You could say a cat, but like, I don't know the difference between cat personalities. This is true. Cats are way less needy than dogs. Cats can handle themselves most of the time. In fact, there are just feral cats here in my little town. And these are the only cats I'm chill with because they keep the rodent population down around here. They seem to take care of themselves pretty well, and just in general, it seems to work. They're also really pretty chill. So like, you know, sometimes there's a black cat in particular that absolutely adores my roommate, which kind of figures because she's pagan and does all that witchcraft nonsense. Ezra, did you throw it down to 76?
Yes.
What's it in here right now?
79.
That's not bad. I mean, it was 86 in the garage, so it feels great to me, but I can get why you might not like that.
Yeah.
By the way, we'll get back to the thermostat in a moment, but yeah, this is black cat, but this black cat's actually pretty chill. Like, it came up to me, it was like purred a little bit. I got it a little saucer of water, but Bougie Bones, yeah, 79. I keep it at 82 in the daytime in here. There's no need to run it anymore, or any less. Jesus, I'd be melting. Well, right, see, this is South Carolina, and outside, most of summer, it's 95 or hotter. So when you've been busting ass and it's 95 out, you come back in, 82 feels pretty darn good. Moreover, it allows you to build something that I like to talk about on this stream, which is called thermal acclimation. Not to mention, for all of you environmentalist types out there, how much do you actually care about reducing your carbon footprint? If you use your air conditioning less, one, you have to service it less, which means harmful greenhouse gas producing refrigerants are in lower demand. That lowers your carbon footprint. And two, requires less electricity. 76 is way too hot. It's too bad swamp coolers don't work there. Yeah, they do not work there. It's way too humid for that. 76 in a box fan, I'm sleeping. I'm feeling pretty good. Takes me a little while to cool down, but cold showers are goated for that. Not at the expense of my AC. You ever seen that South Park clip where Man Bear Pig turns out to be real and Al Gore is right? First off, one of the funniest South Park episodes in the recent years, but it's the one where everybody's like, and Man Bear Pig says he'll stop killing people if they promise not to, or if they have to give up Red Dead Redemption. And people are like, oh, do we really want to save people's lives? It's that kind of thing. You can live at 76. And in the wintertime, we compromise on 64. I prefer, frankly, 50 is good enough. 55 if I'm feeling a bit friggin' that morning. But that's what the bulk cycle's for, baby. No, 55 is lovely in the winter. You know, you just put on a sweatshirt inside, maybe a nice baggy pair of sweatpants, warm up a hot cup of tea, and enjoy. No, for me, you want to expand your range of comfort, right? So if you are insistent, if you're like these people, oh God, they're New Yorkers who move down to Florida. And they're the ones that will set their apartment at 70 year round, regardless of the fact that in Florida, it never really stays at 70. Those are the people who, well, you're making yourself weak. You're never acclimating. You have to let your body acclimate to the different climates that you're in. God, you sound like my dad. I would actually prefer to have a swamp cooler because it cools and adds moisture here. Yeah, so if you live in the western states, if you live in Las Vegas or Phoenix or Salt Lake City or New Mexico or even like El Paso, swamp coolers are the best thing in the world, man, because one, they're extraordinarily cheap. Two, for those of you who have like itchy skin or like, your nose bleeds a lot because it's really dry. If you're one of those people, a swamp cooler can be the cure-all. Really for any state at or west of the Rocky Mountains, that'll work. In South Carolina, it very much does not work. The humidity is pretty poor here. It's usually 80+% in the summertime. Today I think it peaked at 82 degrees outside was actually the high. Now, you'll notice I said it was 86 in my garage. Again, that's because I radiate heat and my roommate's car puts out heat. So a little bit more than the ambient of 82. But 82% humidity, 85%, or sorry, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 85% humidity, which means the real feel is in the upper 90s. You just get used to it though. And I will say again, for those of you who don't understand why the fuck would you ever want to live in that, remember, see this up here? Yeah, living in the deep south has its benefits. 38%, so that's pretty comfortable. 38%'s not too dry, not too wet. I think the humidity started going down a bit and the sun's going down too. So it is currently, I think it's dried out a touch. 60, now it's only 60% humidity, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, real feel of 90. So pretty good. That's a very, actually, frankly, that's below average. The highs the upcoming week are going to be between 86 and 89. And the humidity is going to be ass, to put it in layman's terms. Take it from me, I've been to Waterloo for a family reunion. Waterloo, what state? I don't know where Waterloo is. Is that in the Midwest? Or is that in Kentucky? Because Big Red, I know you're from Kentucky. It's really low in the winter. That is the other thing. If you live in the Rocky Mountain states, whew. Waterloo, SC? I never heard of it. What part is it, upstate? Hey, Serrano Loco 90. Welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow. Always love the new followers. Always appreciate that. Interesting. We'll be doing Financial Fitness Friday tomorrow. I just got a notification about one of the stocks I own coming out with a new product. So howdy, good to see you. Isn't Waterloo a big historic city? See, the only Waterloo I know about is Waterloo, Belgium, because that's where that was a little from a history buff perspective. That was, you know, sort of the culmination of the Napoleonic Wars. But hang on, let's see here. Waterloo, South Carolina. Don't worry, I'm gonna learn something about my own state today. Waterloo it's up in Lawrence County. How do I not know about this? Oh, okay. That's a small town. Shoot. Boy, I thought my town was small. This is only 150 people. Yeah, that's not a big historic city. At least not Waterloo, South Carolina. Yeah, that ain't even hardly on the map. That's just in bumfuck. Yeah, that's in between Greenwood and Lawrence. So I've actually probably driven through it now that I'm looking at the map, because I've driven up that way to get to Greenville for working with a contractor for my job. But interesting. That's interesting. I never actually knew about that. But Waterloo's not. That's kind of just at the foothills of what I would consider the upstate. I would call that upstate. It's just barely upstate. I wouldn't quite call that in the Midlands, which is where I live. The Midlands of South Carolina is like Aiken County, Lexington County, Richland County, which is where Columbia is, Kershaw County, Barnwell County, Edgefield County, Orangeburg County probably, and yeah. So all those my great Uncle Bill Stanfill and his wife live in Greenwood, aka Clemson territory. Really? Huh. Small world. Greenwood's not far from me. Greenwood's a good little town. There's plenty of stuff to do there. You're not far from the lakes. And the thing is, I will say Clemson's a beautiful place. I know she don't like it, but man, campus is pretty. You got, what I love the most about Clemson is the proximity to the Oconee County nuclear plant and the lakes right along the, I guess that's technically, what is that? Would that be the Tugaloo River and it's the Tugaloo and the Seneca River. They combine, and that's the beginning of the Savannah River. I think that's at Lake Hartwell or whatever the lake is next to Clemson. And then it goes downstream through Lake Strom-Thurmond. Yeah, it's South Carolina. What did you expect? And then all the way down south to Savannah, Georgia. But they call it Clark's Hill Lake in Georgia, but on this side of the border, yeah, we named it after Strom-Thurmond because of course we did. South Carolina has a long and rather ugly history of incredibly racist politicians. Unfortunately, that is South Carolina's history. It does not necessarily look good, but I love this place. It's a good place to live. I'm gonna go get some water. We're gonna do a little bit more on the Q&A, and then we're gonna go look to rate someone. Okay? So if you guys have questions for me, or you want me to talk about anything, now's the chance to speak up, introduce yourself, tell me about all that stuff and whatnot. Oh no, it gets better. It gets so much better for you, Big Red. You just know in a couple of decades after he's finally fucking croaked that some asshole county in Kentucky is going to name a school Mitch McConnell High. You just wait, it's gonna happen. You are going to have to deal with Mitch McConnell High. Although, to be fair, I could point that back at myself and say I'm gonna have to deal with Lindsey Graham High. That dude is a dandy. Can you still say dandy, or will that get you canceled? I'm LGBT, so it doesn't matter. Well, is that how that works? I don't know if that's how that works. Someone who's like more woke than me, tell me how that works, because I don't know. Dodge.
Yeah?
Is dandy a problematic word?
Is what a problematic word?
Dandy? Like if I'm calling Lindsey Graham a dandy?
Not that I'm aware of.
Alright. Is sissy problematic? Because he is kind of that too.
Context.
Fair enough. You're canceled? Damn. Alright, well, we had a good run. You know what? It was a good run. We had almost a whole year without getting canceled on social media. Success! No, I like to make jokes like that because Lindsey Graham is he talks like a stereotypical Southern belle would have 100 years ago, and it's ridiculous, frankly. It would be a whole lot more poetic if they dedicated a useless strip of interstate highway to Mitch McConnell because, okay, we're not going on the interstate highways rant this time. We did that yesterday. We're not doing it today. If y'all really want to hear that, ask me again tomorrow. I will give you my interstate highways rant. That my personal belief, I'm going to go ahead and say this is my true political hot take. The Interstate Highways Act of 1956 was a colossal mistake. That is my political hot take right there. Most people think I'm a crazy person when I say that, and to be fair, it is an unorthodox position, but we're not going to go into why. That's not happening. Give him 75 from Richmond to London. If there's a Buc-ee's on that strip, do not denigrate my beloved Buc-ee's with, well, okay, maybe they'll make turtle jerky. Could they do that? I'd eat turtle jerky. I would absolutely eat turtle jerky. Dodge. Yo, Dodge.
Yeah.
Would you eat turtle jerky?
I'd try it.
I feel like that would be pretty good. Anywho, we need to calculate add our macros in. So we got our egg whites, 100 calories, 24 grams of protein, half gram of fat, half gram of carbs. Protein shake, 340 calories, 56 grams of protein, 7 grams fat, 16 grams carbs. So now this stretch is nothing but rock slides and traffic accidents. Lollinguini wee. I hope I said that right. Do I speak Spanish? Yo hablo un poco de español. Yo aprendo via... no. Yo aprendo con Duolingo, pero mi español es muy mal. It's not good. I know just enough to order at a taco joint where they're not speaking English. That's what really matters. Hey, I'm just saying, man, those are the, where they don't speak English, those are the best Mexican restaurants. All right, so let's see here. We have had, in terms of calories today, 200, 465, 565, 645, 895, 995, 1,335. 1335 calories. Got to run See on Dodger stream later. Giggum, thank you very much. Whoop. Dodge,
Yo.
are you going live later?
No, because I'm actually going to save my energy for my marathon on Sunday.
All right, well, there you go, Big Red. Don't hold your breath. She's not going live today. So it's 1335 calories. So protein, we're at 7, 30, 46, 76, 84, 90, 140, 164. So we're doing pretty good, actually. So what that means is I can have a little bit of pasta for tonight. That'll get me to roughly my macros, my target macros, which are 2,200 calories and, what is that? 200 grams of protein. So that's good. So we're hitting our macros pretty darn well. I do love pasta. This is, I made just a basic marinara sauce with some grilled pork, or not grilled pork, ground pork that I sauteed in a pot. Just browned it and then threw all the tomatoes and such in. Yeah, 2,200 calories is my target goal. And the reason I'm doing that is because I really want to make this my final push for a cut. The goal is I want to get down to, I'd like to get down to like 12% body fat. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it doesn't, but I want to give it one really good shot. I want to make my final day is going to be July the 4th. So Independence Day, oh yeah, no, when I'm burning, like my normal calorie burn rate, if I don't lift, is like 2,800 normally. So 2,200 is like my optimum ideal goal. A lot of the time I will overshoot that, but I've set it up to where if I overshoot it by a couple hundred calories, I'm still doing really well. Sup, bro, is the formula AC51 DOS. First off, welcome back. Is the formula sets by reps by weight equals volume to build muscle? Seen this on a YouTube video. What do you recommend? But anyway, the pasta, it's, yeah, basic marinara sauce, some ground pork, and orzo. So it's pretty good. So to build muscle, what you have to do is progressive overload. You need to train your muscle at levels your muscle isn't used to. So you need to be pushing yourself fairly hard. Maybe not to failure on every single rep, or sorry, on every single set, but fairly regularly. I think volume workouts are they're a really useful tool to introduce some variety into your routine, but it is not necessary to make every workout a volume workout. In fact, if you do this, you'll probably overtrain. For instance, I've done on this stream, have you ever made mushroom risotto? I love mushroom risotto, but unfortunately the sauce is cream-based, so that's pretty high in fat. So if I'm gonna do a mushroom risotto, I gotta do it a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit of lemon, a little bit of vinegar, and then I have to throw a protein source in there. But yeah, I love mushroom risotto, it's good. But as far as volume's concerned, I'd say, yeah, volume workout every now and then is a pretty good one. A while back, I think I did, this was probably about a month ago, where I just threw 225 on the squat rack and just went for as many reps. Oh my God, that is so sore. As I could. I think I ended up getting somewhere north of 200 in one workout. And then bench, I did the same thing at 225, and I know I got more than 100. I don't know how many more than 100 I got. But yeah, you can do that. I would say a volume set, volume's not necessarily a bad way to go about it, but it's not the only way to go about it. So AC51, I hope that answers your question. Do we have any other questions? Otherwise, let's see who all's on Twitch right now. We've got some choices. Sergeant Thunderthighs, Celtsy, Call Me a Sheik, Terrible Hime, Holder Heck. We've got some options. Hey, what's up, King Nick? A boon, a boon. Absolutely, glad I could help. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and look to raid, I think, someone. Unless, I'm gonna give y'all one last chance for any questions. Go ahead and stretch out my upper body. I didn't do that. I need to do that. I need to be better about stretching. Oh. Do you have a foam roller? I do not. Do you think I should get one? They're so good. My back doesn't normally hurt all that much. Oof, where I'm feeling it's just my right shoulder. Yeah. So if I put pressure on my elbow this way and try to push my arm in and feel it somewhere, kind of, it feels like it's deep in the bowels of the shoulder, which is not good. Try and get underneath maybe. I can't quite figure out where that pain's coming from. That's something I'm gonna have to work in. Could be a tendon, could be even like down to the cartilage of the joint, which is a bit scary. I feel like if I get a massage, I'll be, oh man. That'll probably be what helps. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's where I feel it. Oh, that felt good. Alright, just for showing off really, I'm gonna do a lat spread. Could be a rotator cuff. That could be it. Yeah, them lats coming along. Not bad. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and I'd give you a massage. Well, appreciate it. I think we're gonna raid. I've read Celtsy a while back. I think I'm gonna go with. I don't think I've raided Sergeant Thunderthighs in a bit, so I think we're gonna raid him. Yeah. So we're gonna raid. So we're gonna raid Sergeant Thunderthighs. Raid message will be repped 175 pound shoulder press. Holder's just playing Diablo. Nah, I don't. I'd rather. I don't know. I like raiding smaller communities. I feel like it's more fun. Anyway, so that is it for me today. I'll be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you're there, or I suppose Eastern Daylight Time. But as always, make good decisions. Those decisions form your habits. Those habits, they form your values. Those values, they form the ethos. The ethos can be the building block to great, great things. All right, let's go raid Sergeant Thunderthighs. Come on in for the hug. Big hug. Raid now.